You know what? I just got there. I go that you know what I got. You know. No, you don't know till I tell you. Uh, my granddaddy Pearson, he had a 1936 DeSoto. And when I was born in 1941. And when I was born, that DeSoto was about 5 years old. So my earliest memories of riding around in that 36 DeSoto was when I was about 7 or 8 years old. For some reason, I couldn't comprehend, like, Granddaddy lived in Roanoke Rapids, North Carolina, and he wanted to go to Sanford. Now, I guess that was a couple of 100 miles away. I don't know. And this had to be in the summertime because we were staying with Granddaddy and Grandma. And he wanted to go to Sanford. And I had been there before, and I liked to go, and I can't remember who we were visiting. It was probably one of his, I'm not sure who it was. And in my mind, that was like almost in the neighborhood next door. I couldn't comprehend the distance and the time it took. And at that time, I couldn't figure out. We'd get in the car and we'd drive out in the country and all this stuff. And I couldn't figure out why he just didn't go on over there to where we was going. Just while we was driving around so much, let's just get over to their house. I couldn't comprehend that. I don't know. I don't know why I couldn't figure that. I don't know. It just didn't occur to me until I was a lot older. But that was in Granddaddy's 1936 DeSoto. And that was a big car, a big sedan, had a gear shift in the floor and all that stuff, And I just couldn't understand why we just didn't go on over there and quit all this driving around. Did anybody ever have a thought like that in their head when they was a kid besides me? I don't know. Anyway, this video is about when me, my sister Carolyn, and my younger brother George, when we figured out, matter of fact, when we was told, well, there's not no Santa Claus. And we had to been, let's see, George was 6, Carolyn was 8, I was 9. We lived at 1331 North Woodlawn Avenue in not Roanoke Rapids, but Norfolk, Virginia, in Broad Creek Village. And it was close to Christmas. And we was looking forward to Santa Claus coming. And we was in the house, me and George and Carolyn. Michael and Joe was babies. But we was in the house and Mom and Daddy was out in the backyard. They was playing in the snow. We had already been out in the snow, but we got froze out, man. We couldn't wait to get back inside. And one of us, and I can't remember which one of us it was, we got into a closet and we seen something up on the shelf. And it was in bags. I mean, somehow or another, we pulled that down. And lo and behold, there was a cowboy suit in there, my size, and a belt and gun holsters and cap guns, and there were some other toys and stuff, and a doll. And boy, we was we was excited. What is this? Who is this for? And we was putting that stuff on and everything. And Mom and Daddy come in and blew a gasket when they seen we'd done found what they had for us for Christmas. We thought Santa Claus was coming. And at first we thought, has Santa Claus been here already? Oh my gosh. I can't remember exactly how Mom and Daddy handled that. But at first they told us Santa Claus dropped it off early. And we kind of believed it. And then my mama chimed in, you might as well tell them. I'm like, well, what you gonna tell us now? It ain't ours. And they told us there wasn't really a Santa Claus. That was like a shock. We got real quiet there for a minute. Well, where did this stuff come from? And they said, we go to the store and we buy it and then we give it to you on Christmas Day. And that was kind of a bummer. For me, I don't really know how Carolyn and George thought about it, but we was just devastated. No Santa Claus? Why? Oh my Lord. But they told, that's what they told, that's the year we found, and that, let's see, that had to been 51, 54, that had to be about 1948. So the year before that, for Christmas, Santa Claus supposedly brought me a Lionel electric train. And I brought that up. I said, you mean Santa Claus didn't bring me my train? Oh my gosh, I wish I had that train today. My mom and dad divorced in 1951. And somehow I don't know who, somehow or other, my train wound up in the hands of my stepfather's son. I don't know. I don't think Daddy gave it to. I think somehow Mama got her hands on it or something and gave it to Wayne. Wayne's dead now. Otherwise, I'd ask him about that. He might have still had that train. But boy, I was proud of that train. But I could only set it up and run it when some adult was there with me. Matter of fact, they took all the fun away from me. They'd be the ones setting it up and everything. I never got to set it up much. But that is how we found out. We didn't figure it out. We was told, ain't no Santa Claus. Ain't no Santa Claus. And I forgot. I think Carolyn I know she got a doll. And she got a cowgirl suit, skirt and vest and all that stuff, and had the cap guns, you know. Her set of guns. She only had one gun with her set. Me, I had two 6-shooters, one on each hip. Now I don't believe in giving guns to real young kids anymore. And I don't suppose they do much. I don't know. I know I see a lot of water guns and stuff like that around, but I don't see like cap guns like we used to get. Matter of fact, when I was like 12, 13 years old, I always had a plastic set of cowboys and Indians and horses. And I'd go under the house where it was dirt, and I'd dig little canyons and stuff, you know, in the dirt, and have playing cowboys and Indians. Now, had I realized back then about how bad a deal the Indians got in this country, there's no way I've been playing like that. No way. But I used to do that, and I go, I can't do it now. And I used to click, and I could sound just like a horse galloping. And I had a friend, he was identical to it. And sometimes we'd play together under the house. And we'd choose who would be the Indians and who would be the cowboys. What was his name? Oh, what was his name? Ellis Amos. We played a lot. I had 2 or 3 real good friends that was boys. Well, my boyfriend don't sound all right at that age. And one of them was Terry Turner. I wish I could have kept up with Terry. The last time I talked to Terry he'd already been to college, and he was head of some big business there in Jacksonville, Florida. He was way high up on the echelons. But we would, sometimes when I didn't have a bicycle, he'd set me on the handlebars and push me on, ride on his bicycle with me. He had blonde hair, Terry Turner. And the other friend I had was Dickie Mart. Dickie Mart. And we was real good friends for about 2 years. And wouldn't you know it, a girl come into the picture, and me and him had a falling out over that girl. He said I stole his girlfriend. Well, I didn't try to steal her, you know. She's the one started the little hanky-panky with me. And, you know, being at the frame of mind I was in back then, you know, a girl starts coming around to me and wanting to be friends and all that stuff. I'm all for it. I don't care who her boyfriend is. That was over that dadgone Helen Westbury. She's the one that stabbed me in my wrist with a pencil. I deserved her stabbing me though. But it's in this day and time, if you stab somebody like she stabbed me, she'd have been in a heap of trouble. 'Cause I mean, she stabbed me, it went under the skin and it bled, and I still got a little black mark right there on my wrist where she stabbed me. But I deserved it. She started wearing a bra, and I'd reach up, she'd sit in front of me, and I'd reach up there and grab that bra strap and pop it. Put it back, pow, pow. One day she got tired of it, man. She turned around there and poked me with that pencil. Yeah. I wished I could show her today that spot there in my wrist. I don't think she realized how much damage she did to me when she done that. And boy, she sure let me have it. She sure let me have it. I think she almost did one time when she found out I was sneaking around hanky-panking with her sister, Mary. 'Cause me and Helen were supposed to be boyfriend, girlfriend. And then me and Mary was sneaking around being girlfriend, boyfriend. Ah, gee, I wanted them all. Yes, I did. I wanted all of them. I couldn't have too many girlfriends, you know. Well, it turns out I shouldn't have been having too many girls, because it got me in trouble a lot. Got me in. They like to get around and talk to each other, you know, and discuss the relationship they're having with somebody. And I don't know why Mary told Helen. I think her and Helen got into arguing about something, and Mary probably told her, I got your boyfriend. That's probably how that started. And she walked up to me one day and says, is there something you want to tell me? And I'm thinking like she wants me to say I love you. And I said, yeah, I love you. And boy, she sounded like, I don't love you anymore. You and Mary been kissing? Oh my gosh. And she picked up something, I forget what it was, and threw it at me and missed. And I figured it was time to go. And I took off. Oh my Lord. I sure like them girls. I liked all of them. Gosh, right in that little period of time, I had Mary, I had Helen, I had Loretta, Gloria, Patricia, Diane Scott, Sandra Skelton. How many is that? 7? I had a slew of them. And I got caught fooling around on all of them. Oh, don't forget Betty. Betty, I almost married. I come home when I went in the Army and got my basic, and I come home on my 30-day leave after basic. Me and Betty had been dating a little bit before that, but we were dating every darn day. And we decided we wanted to get married. Well, I was 18. Betty was 16 or 17. So she had to have parents' permission, or you had to sneak off and go to Georgia and get married. And I only had a 30-day leave. And the trouble with Betty's parents, they couldn't stand my family. It turns out that Betty had a sister named Christine that was a lot younger than her, and my brother Joe, the one that's a Vietnam vet, but he's passed away, Joe and Christine was playing in somebody's apartment, and there was a 22 caliber loaded rifle in the closet. And him and Christine found it. Well, you know, this didn't end well. Joe didn't know it was loaded. He didn't know nothing about it. I think he might have thought it was a toy. But he shot Christine, killed her. That was Betty's little sister. So Betty went to her parents. They didn't even know me and her was dating. And Betty went to her parents, and I guess she told them she was in love with Mackie and all this stuff. I don't know. Well, Seaburn Rainey hit the ceiling. That's her daddy. There ain't no way you're marrying into that family. They wasn't gonna do it. Well, me and Betty managed to sneak off somewhere together, and if we could have got a ride across the state line to Georgia, we would have got married. But we couldn't get a ride. So after my 30-day leave was over, we hugged and all that stuff, and off I went to Fort Bragg, North Carolina, and about 10 weeks after that, shipped out to Germany. That was the last time I saw Betty. Very last time. Don't know how that would have worked out. I don't know. You know, I was young fella. She was a young girl, and of course we was having sex those 30 days. I don't know what would have happened if she'd have wound up pregnant. I don't know. But that's thing, you never know what would have turned out, you know, just something to happen. But that family never did make amends with my family. You know, it's like Joe, they acted like he intentionally shot Christine. And Joe suffered a lot over that over the years. I think what really messed Joe up was him being in Vietnam. And what I can't understand, if it messed him up, why did he keep volunteering to go back for duty in Vietnam? He was over there twice in the combat situation. He was shot and wounded twice. He's got 2 Purple Hearts. Why did he keep going back? I don't know if that had anything to do with him. He was an alcoholic after he got out of the military. I don't know why he didn't stay in the military. He was an E5 when he was discharged. That's a sergeant. That's a staff sergeant. I think it's a staff sergeant. Not sure. E5 anyway. Had 3 stripes. Why did he keep going back? Yeah. I guess we'd have found a way to Georgia. We'd have got married. And then, back then, my month's pay was only $82. And if we'd have got married, Betty would have been getting part of that $82 and then some. I mean, that wasn't squat. And heck, when I was discharged from the Army, I was only getting about $180 a month. If I was getting that much, I can't remember. It's around that. That's been a while. I wish I'd stayed in. Of course, they would have sent me to Vietnam, and I might not have made it out of there, because the combat was hot and heavy back then. Okay. Man. Folks, I guess that's my story now. Well, you know, since I was talking about my granddaddy and grandmama Pearson, I wasn't really very close to grandmama and granddaddy Holt. That's my mother's parents. The only good thing I remember about them, my sister Carolyn's birthday is on March the 1st. My birthday is on March the 4th. And every birthday rolled around for me and Carolyn, we'd each get a card from Granddad and Grandmama. And the card inside would be taped 4 dimes, 40 cents. And we look forward to those 4 dimes. But Grandma wound up in a sanitarium, and she died in 1952, I believe it was. She had TB. Anyway, guys, that is my story, and I'm sticking to it. I should be getting my battery charger tomorrow, which will be today for you guys when you see this. And I'm going to throw it on the charger, throw the charger on the scooter and leave it overnight Thursday night, and then Friday morning I'm hitting the dadgone road. Yes, I am. I swear, well, I ain't gonna say I swear, so help me God, but if it comes, I swear, and so help me God, I'm hitting the road. I'm getting off that deck. Yes, I am. Oh my God, it's been a while. It's been 3 months since I was able to go anywhere. And it's actually been 6 months since I started having trouble with that scooter. Since I got hit by that darn beer truck. I really screwed up on that day. Letting that guy go. That company would have had to bought me a brand new scooter. And maybe some money. Maybe, but it just didn't cross my mind that I could milk that. Didn't even cross my mind till a day later. I don't know what makes me like that. Anyway, that's my story. I slept 15 hours. I can't believe that. I went to bed at 2 o'clock. This morning I went to bed at 2 o'clock. And I slept from 2 o'clock all the way around to 2 o'clock again, and then 3 hours. I got up at 5 p.m. today. 15 hours. I ain't never slept that long. I'm gonna have a heck of a time going to sleep tonight, and here I sit drinking coffee. I love that so much. Here lately, I've been getting to where this was one of them phony Salisbury steak TV dinners. I like mac and cheese, but I couldn't finish it. I don't know what's going on, but all of a sudden, it's like I get stopped up right here and pain. And it hurts every time I put another mouthful of something in my throat. And then I get burping up almost a clear, bubbly liquid. And I had a little cup and I filled it full of that liquid, but it was some kind of gas. I feel all right now, otherwise I couldn't be drinking my coffee. You know something else I'm really pissed off about? Remember that orange cup I had? I've had that thing about 3 or 4 years. One of my subscribers sent me that cup. And I had that cup that time I was going down the street and I turned real sharp to get out of the way of a car and flipped my scooter over on the side, and my cup fell out of my hand. It hit the pavement and got scratches on it and got a dent in it. It was rolling down the road. I had it since then, since before then. And my daughter said it was looking pretty nasty. And I said, well, wash it. So she did. And then they sent me another cup. This one here. It's not got any dents in it. But when they sent me this cup, my daughter throwed it away. I love that cup. It had a lot of sentimental value to it and everything. And I hang on to stuff like that. She threw it away. I sure wished I still had it. Have I already said that's my story and I'm sticking to it? Yes, I have. But, guys, thank you so much. I'm gonna make I hadn't been playing my introductions lately, so I'm gonna make a new one. Try to, anyway. But anyway, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. I'll see you in the next one. And boy, I sure hope the next time I talk to you, I'm saying, I got my charger. I got my charger. And they come up, it'll say in the morning, it'll say out for delivery. And they better not start that crap again. It's running late. I don't know what's up with that. But anyway, instead of this, I hope it's, I got it. Okay, I'll see you in the next one, folks. See ya.